Today I will be giving a tutorial on the Physics Toolbox Sensor Suite, which is an app that allows you to measure a lot of different things. First, a little bit of information about the organization of the app. This is the home page, which is opened right after you tap on the icon in order to open the app. You can click on one of these sensors in order to view a specific measurement. This eye icon in the top right corner allows you to view information about the sensor, operating principles, and additional resources about how the phone senses what you're sensing. The first sensor is the G-force meter, which measures the ratio of the normal force to gravitational forces. You can see that if I move my phone around, it senses the G-force of the phone. Next is linear acceleration. This is an accelerometer that measures how fast the velocity of the phone changes. Again, if I move my phone around, you can see the velocity of the phone changed on the graph below. The gyroscope measures the change in angular velocity. You can see that if I rotate my phone horizontally, the angular velocity of x will change, and if I rotate my phone vertically, the angular velocity of y will change. The barometer measures the air pressure, which can be used in forecasting the weather and determining the altitude. It's graphed as pressure versus time. The proximeter does not measure a specific thing in the same way that the others do. However, it is a fun tool that will measure how far away something is from the front-facing camera. I won't be using the proximeter right now because it will end my screen recording. However, if I put my finger close to the front-facing camera, then the screen will turn off. Next, I have the magnetometer, which is an instrument used for measuring magnetic forces, especially the Earth's magnetism. So when I move my phone up or down, this will show up on the graph below. So right now I'm moving it down, and now I'm moving it back up. The GPS displays the latitude, longitude, speed, and altitude of the phone. You can see right now Miss Mueller's classroom in Berkeley High's latitude and longitude, as well as the speed that I'm moving the phone at right now, and the altitude of the classroom. The inclinometer measures the incline of the phone. So right now I'm holding it, but when I put it down, you can see that the pitch is 0, the yaw is 24.34, and the roll is 0.4. Next, there's a color detector. This uses the phone's camera to detect a specific color. Right now you can see the table in Miss Mueller's room. You can tap on a specific point on the screen to measure a color. So that's the color of my eraser. It displays a hex code below, which can be used for future reference if you want to use the color in a specific project. Next is the tone detector. You can just press start in order to begin detecting a specific tone. As you can see, it's not quite working, but usually a G or A or some other note would appear where the two little dashes are. That would be the sound of my voice. This could be used for tuning instruments or just for personal reference. Next is the oscilloscope and the spectrum analyzer. Neither of these can be used for formal measurements since there's no real numbers graphed. However, they can be used to display signal voltages. So these are signal voltages from audio. They can be kind of interesting when they work. However, the oscilloscope is not working right now. The spectrum analyzer you can see how it moves with my voice. Finally, there's the tone generator, which will generate a tone of specific hertz. It will bring up an alert that one must have their ring or silent button activated in order to hear the output. You can select what type of waveform you want, sine, square, triangle, or sawtooth, and then you can press play to hear the tone. Let me turn up my volume so that people can hear. This can be used to find a specific tone or just to annoy your classmates with a very high tone. I would recommend the Physics Toolbox Sensor Suite because it allows you to measure a variety of different things in one app. Instead of having to download separate barometers, gyroscopes, and linear accelerometers, you can get it all in one app, which helps to be organized. It also has a couple fun measurement tools like tone generators, tone detectors, and color detectors, which can just be fun to play around with in your free time. There are some downsides to this app. Most notably, it's a little bit glitchy. As you saw earlier in the video, when I opened up the tone detector, it did not work. I would say that some of these only work about 50% of the time, especially the tone detector, the oscilloscope, and the spectrum analyzer are very unpredictable. In conclusion, I would recommend the Physics Toolbox Sensor Suite.